camera.
Yeah, it's good. It's going to be on YouTube.
Advanced one.
If you get a chance to ask Steve Israel a question, would you like to ask him a question?
Of course I'd like to ask him a question.
It's the chance. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, why did they vote it on the new health bill for not having any clarity? What is it hiding? What in the middle of the night?
You mean a 1,000-page bill written by lawyers is not clear?
No.
That's not crystal clear to you?
Not at all. Not at all.
I agree with my 100%.
Why is it we have to change the whole system when we just cut out the dirt, cut out the fraud, and get interstate insurance?
Okay, good luck. I hope you get a chance to ask him.
I have a question.
You have a question?
Miss Israel, I'm also an elected official. I hold public meetings and I vote the way my constituents tell me to vote. I vote the will of the people. I'd like an assurance that you're here to vote the will of your people from Suffolk County. That way I could vote for you again. If not, bye-bye.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Hi, how you doing?
And you've been quoted as saying you get your orders from Nancy Pelosi. You're supposed to get your orders from us.
Right. Thank you. Appreciate your comments. Okay, good luck, folks. Hope you get a seat. I hope you get to ask your question. That's what the town hall meeting's for. Oh, sir, you think it might be fixed?
I know it's fixed.
Okay, how
I've written this guy tons of letters. He's never responded
He's
once.
stacking the deck in there with his own supporters?
Absolutely.
They got in here early? Yeah. Well, what would you like to ask him if you had a chance?
I can't get in. I'm in his district. I can't
get in. Yeah.
You know, 4 people told me, "Oh, we'll find your ticket. We'll find your ticket." I've been here for 2 hours already.
Really? Wow. Well, okay. Well, this is going to go to the American people throughout the country. So, even though you can't get in there, you can still make your voice heard. So, what would you like to tell Steve Israel?
Well,
Ask him.
I want to ask him if he's going to. In 2005, you voted down the anti-immigration and anti-terrorism bill,
right?
All right, for illegal immigrants, and these illegal immigrants going to be covered, and also is his family going to be covered under this new health plan?
Oh, his family.
His family,
right?
Every congressman, every senator, their family should be covered.
Right. So you want them to put their money where their mouth is. If they want it for everybody else, they should be willing to go on it themselves.
Absolutely.
That's the same plan, right? Right. The same plan. Okay, those are good questions. I hope you. Well, now the American people are going to hear it. So
I hope so.
Yeah. Good. Well, thanks for coming down anyway.
We'll let some folks know about this.
What do you got there, sir?
This is what we have to look forward to with the public option. It's actually already happening here without the public.
It was pretty prophetic. In the first time I interviewed you, were talking about mandatory immunization, and that's exactly what they were protesting against in Albany.
A lot of people saw that video, thought I was nuts. Here it is. Right here in New York State.
Yeah.
They're forcing the healthcare workers to take the H1N1 vaccine.
It's amazing.
In 1976, that shot gave people Guillain-Barré syndrome. People died. It's a big problem. There's a lot of people here today who got sick from that shot. Some of them still are not right today.
That was prophetic. You said that way back in June.
Yep.
And people did think you were crazy when you said that.
Campaign for Liberty will be rallying about that, and that information will be up on our meetup group or campaignforliberty.com. You can find us there.
Great. Thanks for all your efforts. Appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm handing him out also.
Yeah, I know. He told me. Yeah, we picked up a pile of process.
Thank you. I was running out of opportunities to get stickers.
I swear to God, I thought it was a young Adolf.
Oh, it's Obama hitting us this Friday. And he's like, that's it. Thank you. Want to save me?
Boy, Ernie, you never give up.
I don't.
Boy, that's a real patriot. So this is Bishop, another town hall meeting here. You think some people are going to be able to ask him some real questions in there?
Hopefully they will. Hopefully they will.
If you had a chance to be in there, what would you ask him?
Well, I'd ask him how come Obama admitted that he didn't read the health care bill himself. Like most of them in Congress, they're passing something. Would you buy a house, would you buy a mortgage without reading the contract? And here we got the biggest health care issue to come down the pike, in ages that was going to cost billions of dollars, and nobody has the audacity. Nobody even reads it. It's madness.
It's going to be about $1 trillion over 10 years.
Madness, absolutely madness. So it's frightening what's happening.
So do you think Israel read it?
I hope Israel read it. I hope he gives some honest answers tonight instead of just playing party lines. I think this even goes beyond Republican, Democrat, Independent. We're talking about. I'd like to see a new party in America, a Love America party. People that stand up for this country, abide by term limits instead of turning it into a professional career where these guys they serve a couple terms and then they get a full pension. They have their full salaries until they die, and their families and wives are covered for health care for the rest of their lives. Taxpayers, it's turned into a farce, the whole thing.
Right.
So we do need reform, and like I said, I don't really at this point care Republican or Democrat. I want Americans representing American, what's good for American.
That sounds good.
Here's another good thing. Here we just had the Obama clunker program, $4,500, taxpayers' money. The Japs and the German car manufacturers were thanking us because they bought their cars. Obama should have said when he passed that bill that he should have mandated to be American cars only. They bailed out General Motors. It would have been good. It would have been a good chance to sell American cars using taxpayers' money. If the Germans and the Japanese governments want to sell their cars, let them have a stimulus package on their own. And another thing, we're on the wrong side in history regarding Honduras. Why in God's name are we backing away from Honduras, which is a democratically controlled country, and trying to get somebody that wants to be another Chavez? I mean, here again, history is going to prove that Obama is on the wrong side of the issue. And I think besides Europe is wising up to him, the fact that he got turned down for the Chicago Olympics, people can begin to see this guy for what he really is. He's all talk, that all he is.
Could you believe they're blaming Bush for that?
Oh, yeah, well, that's all right. They're going to
the ill
blame
will
Bush
is
for
so
everything.
bad that poor Obama's got to deal with the brunt of it.
Unbelievable.
I didn't know how they would ever be able to squeeze that one in. I mean, they were blaming Bush for everything, but I didn't think how could you blame him for this Olympic debacle here?
I know, it's absolutely.
I think it was under Bush that Chicago got put on the list.
Yeah.
Even so.
No, I just heard on the radio driving over that he wants to put somebody in place of safety or of education or something. The guy's a homosexual that.
Another czar.
Another czar, and that's involved. That's the guy's involved with the boy-man relationships and that. I didn't get the whole story, but just another example of the low caliber of individual that he's putting in these really very detestable people. And while we're on the subject of detestable, let's give a hurrah to Letterman. I mean, here's a dirtbag himself that's screwing around with office help or cheating on his wife and his family, and has the audacity to comment on Paul Palin as being
Sarah Palin,
and her child. I mean, what an absolute dirtbag this guy Letterman is.
Amazing audacity, huh?
Yes.
The audacity of dopes, huh?
And now you've got my 2 cents.
That's more like $2 what you gave me there. Great. I appreciate your comments. They're great. A lot of people feel the same way. Thank you.
Have a good evening.
They got some no more rights. McCain is trying to get the Republican
people in registering.
Yeah, I know. It's like all right, that's enough. I got work to do.
You guys have tickets. I think they'll be.